everyone, and welcome to Tuesdays with Tabitha. Our topic today is Unpacking the Great Reshuffle, 3 helpful tips to make peaceful profits. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is Tabitha Liburd, and I am an attorney and HR manager and a conflict management strategist. And I help professionals to manage conflict in their relationships, workflows, and systems with ease so they can bridge the gap between issues and outcomes and create a peaceful workplace. In today's episode, we'll be talking about the Great Reshuffle, and I'm going to show you how the Great Reshuffle has sparked organizational change. I'll tell you why now is the time to review how your company is structured so that you can make peaceful profits. Over the past few weeks, I've been talking about the Great Resignation, which is global, and it's changing the labor market as we know it. And in looking at the global Great Resignation, I also looked at the phenomenon called the Great Reshuffle. It's called that in the US, and that shows us that employees are switching occupations. In the Great Reshuffle, employees are switching occupations, they're switching fields of work, or moving to different organizations. There is much that you as a leader can do to take advantage of this period called the Great Reshuffle that will make your organization more efficient and productive. An astute leader will use the momentum caused by this Great Reshuffle to restructure their teams. You would be thinking about defining your organizational restructuring strategy so that you have a clear vision for what you want to achieve when you're restructuring your organization. You're also going to be building trust among your teams. You're going to be having discussions with your employees in a one-on-one environment, listening to their feedback, and also testing to see how they understand the roles that they have and what training needs might exist. While you're making these preparations, you're also going to be assessing the roles in your company by looking through the job descriptions. And all of this is to ensure that you as an organization, your teams, your supervisors, your people managers are effective, are productive, and are making peaceful profits for the organization. Now, let us look at what happened during the Great Reshuffle. According to the US Department of Labor, nearly 4.4 million workers in America quit their jobs in February of this year. And by April of this year, there were 1.4 million job openings and 6.6 million hires. Now, these resignations put many workers in circulation in the job market. Some of those workers are extremely desirable employees. They're employees that you want to take on. They're employees that a company would want to attract because they will work well and they're highly qualified. Others, well, the companies that they left may have been glad to see the last of them. And guess what? If you are hiring, those workers might be making their way to your company. They may be on their way to your doors. Now, as an effective leader, your goal is to lead a healthy, happy, and productive workplace that earns you peaceful profit. So how are you going to do this with all of the organizational change that's going on? You've got employees leaving, you've got employees coming in. And if you are opening your doors to hiring employees, you don't know who is coming in. And so how do you make space for the employees who are coming in to be assimilated into an environment that is productive and that is psychologically safe? As an effective leader, you are going to want to lead a happy, healthy, and productive workplace. So any organizational change that you are contemplating must be making sure that your workplace is free of psychosocial problems. So you are going to include a scan to ensure that you mitigate any psychosocial problems that exist in your organization. And you want to do this before you bring on new employees. Now, what are psychosocial dangers or hazards? A psychosocial danger is an aspect of work that affects your employees' health and well-being. And this would be both their physical and their mental health and well-being. Psychosocial dangers can affect their job satisfaction. They can affect their commitment to your company, and they can also affect the worker's family life. So if you have psychosocial problems in the workplace, they can affect how people show up at home and how they relate to their family. Because if the problem at work is bad enough, they will carry that home into their home environment, and it will affect their family life. So how do you ensure that you manage psychosocial safety in your environment and promote an environment at work where people come to work and they're happy and productive and psychologically safe? Well, the first thing you want to do is look at your work organization. So you want to be sure that how the work is organized is doable, and doable in a sustained manner, because work organization is going to affect your employees' job satisfaction. So you're wanting to be sure that expectations are clear. You're wanting to be sure that job demands are fair. And you're wanting to be sure that employees have scheduled their work and they know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. The next thing that you want to be sure of is that your work environment is safe and healthy. A healthy work environment will promote healthy interpersonal relationships. So the first thing that you're going to want to be checking is whether the interpersonal relationships inside of your organization are healthy. Are they free of harassment? Are they free of bullying? Are they free of victimization? Those are the things that you are going to want to be checking for as the owner of a business or as the manager of a team. Another thing that you want to be sure that to have that will create a healthy work environment is healthy communication and good information sharing. Because when your communication is open, people will be more encouraged to share, and that way you will find out what is affecting your employees and how it is impacting their work. So you want to have open, healthy communication. You want to create a culture in your organization where people assume best intentions and the workplace is free of microaggressions. And the third and last thing that you want to do to make sure that you have a peaceful and productive work environment that is making you peaceful profits is to be sure to examine the social factors at work, so that you know that those social factors are not affecting the psychological safety of your team. Because if the social factors at work are not healthy, it's going to affect the commitment to the organization. So your employees are going to be as committed as they are comfortable in the work environment. So what you want to be looking at when you are examining the social factors at work is to ensure that your employees have support from their supervisors. Each employee knows who they report to, and that people manager is giving them adequate support. Another issue that you want to be looking for is to ensure that there is enough information sharing or training to support performance. Now, if you want to be sure that you are creating an environment where your employees are psychologically safe, where there is psychosocial safety, and where they are happy and productive and making you peaceful profits. In recapping, you're going to want to be sure that you review the work organization so that expectations are clear and job demands are fair. You're going to want to look at the work environment to be sure that the interpersonal relationships are healthy and there is good communication and information sharing. And the third thing you're going to look at is examining the social factors at work, ensuring that every person has support from a manager and that there is training and information sharing to support performance. If you are implementing what we discussed today in your company, or if you would like to implement this, then I want you to email me at info@marshallduke.llc.com to join our upcoming mastermind alongside other CEOs and executives in senior leadership positions. And we will be sharing thoughts and insights on how you can use these helpful tips to make you peaceful profits in the workplace. While you're here, please like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and set your notifications for when we add content again. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.